you ever feel like your brain just can't sit anymore, it's not you. It's not your willpower. Your mind is being rewired without your permission. Every scroll, every ping is designed to scatter your focus. But here's the truth, your focus isn't gone forever. It's a skill. And in this video, how you can take it back with these 4 steps. So let's dive right in. The one who has the most focus always wins. I've heard that one of the common traits amongst top successful people is that they can focus for very long times. Focus is the gateway to real results. So let's start with the first one. The mistake I was making for a long time and not even realizing it was trying to do too many things at the same time. If you are like me and if you know many things about productivity and focus, everyone says that you have to focus on one singular thing. But it's not that easy to just focus on one singular thing if you have ever tried it. Your mind goes there. What is going on with my friends? What's going to be today's lunch? There's so many thoughts fumbling in our brain while trying to focus on that one singular thing. And it's very easy in today's age to just slip up and you know what happens next. So mistake number 1 is trying to multitask. That is a mistake. But under multitasking, if you consider it, if you're not focusing on one singular thing, if you're thinking too many things, then you pick up your phone, then you figure out that, oh no, I have to do this thing, then you go back to do this thing. So that's technically under multitasking itself. Firstly, you shouldn't multitask at all, focus on one thing. And that is number 1. And going on, let us figure out some ways where we can actually focus on one thing and not letting our mind fumble. So if you have been doing the mistake number 1, which is trying to do too many things of multitasking, stop doing that and focus on one thing that matters. Now, if you are focusing already on the one thing, but you're getting too much distracted in social media when you're trying to do the thing, or your mind keeps wandering, the next 2 tips are definitely for you. So what I found helpful was doing the first thing in the morning as the most important thing. The first thing in the morning is not social media. After waking up and freshening up, the first thing when we do, which is the most important, we are in the most focused state. I've heard that we are in an alpha state while we absolutely wake up. Our mind is more clearer to think more clearly. So whatever most important task we do it better and more efficiently. And you might be knowing that if you try to postpone it, that I'm going to do it later in the evening or in the afternoon, we know how it goes. If you're anything like me, I never get it done. So second tip would be to start doing things, the hardest and the important thing, as the first thing in the morning. And let's go on to third one. What I found very useful is practicing mindfulness meditations. When we practice mindfulness meditations, we are trying to actually focus on one thing. So practicing mindfulness is a very good way to improve our focus. And I wanted to add one more thing, that focus is actually like any other skill. It's like swimming, or you can say cricket. First, when we start swimming, we are very scared to drown, or we don't even take the first action. But then once we drown once, even I've drowned many times and I was scared, I would just grab my coach. That used to happen. So that is like the initial stages. When you're focusing, it's very hard to focus. But later on, it becomes a smooth ride. After we now know how to swim, we don't think too much, right? We just go ahead and enjoy there. That's how focusing is also. Focusing is also a skill which can be mastered after a few repetitions. So that is one thing what we can learn. So if you want to take away something from this video, I'm going to leave you with 3 points. Number 1 is focus on one thing and avoid multitasking. Number 2 is to do the most important thing the first thing in the morning. Number 3 is practicing mindfulness, and focus is a skill that can be built. And as I said, the first initial stages would be us beating our comfort zone. You know, that initial toddler phase when we are trying to swim, that is the one we are beating. But if you want a 5-step framework how to beat comfort zone, I'll link the video right here or here. So see you on the next one, and take care.